Hello, this is John with Saul's message for Tuesday, February 26th, 2019. Today he is talking about our inseparability from Source and of our need to release with gratitude the many issues that are arising within us. By spending time quietly within, you will come to a state of self-acceptance and peace, which cannot be found in the world outside. The tsunami of love continues to strengthen and intensify as more and more of you set and hold the intention daily to be only loving whatever arises. You all incarnated to do just this, and you are doing it, and it is having a most wondrous effect. Do not doubt the efficacy of your intentions. Without them, the awakening would be moving a lot less rapidly, so your intentions truly are a most essential aspect of humanity's collective awakening. When you come into awareness of what you have achieved, you will be amazed and filled with untold joy. In fact, you will have become fully awake. You will have returned to your natural and most holy state, that of knowing that you are one with and inseparable from God. Separation is what you chose to experience when you invented the game that allows you to seemingly be separate, alone, abandoned, and utterly disconnected from Source. So much so that you became unaware that there was a source from which you were separated, and so you believed yourself to be a small, separate, and insignificant being in an environment full of others also separate and alone like yourself. And being apparently separate, and therefore unloved, unwanted, and unappreciated, caused you, and still causes you, enormous pain and suffering. You seek relief in relationships, but those with whom you seek relationships are also experiencing separation and abandonment, and so they are seeking from you what you are seeking from them. What you seek is love, and love is what you are, but you have totally lost awareness of this, forgotten that it is what you are, although it is within you, and that you and love can never be separated. Not knowing this, unable to remember this or be aware of it, you seek what is eternally within you elsewhere, where it can never be found. It is like the story of someone searching for something at night, on the ground in the vicinity of a street lamp. A passer-by asks the searcher if he has lost what he is looking for near where he is seeking it, to which the searcher replies, "No." The passer-by then asks him why he is searching there, to which the searcher responds, "Because the light is better here." And within the dream or illusory world where you are experiencing life as a human, the light does appear to be much brighter, and there appear to be many wise or helpful ones who can assist you in your search. Whereas, when you go within, because of the veil or cloak of separation you have drawn between yourself and yourself, it seems to be a very dark and empty place in which most of what you experience are nightmares of guilt, shame, and worthlessness, as your ego judges the empty space in those terms, because there are no delightful distractions, other people, telling it how wonderful it is. Those can only be found outside yourself, where, if you have achieved or obtained some worldly recognition, you will find appreciation and acceptance, temporarily. Praise and acceptance from without is always temporary, because as time flows by, others forget or resent your achievements and withdraw their acceptance and appreciation, and then you have to start your search all over again. However, if you will go within and sit patiently, in a state in which you have quietened your mind, allowing the alluring and almost irresistible outside distractions of the outside world to fall away, you will increasingly find yourselves at peace and in a state of self-acceptance. Realization or awareness will dawn that you are who you are, that you cannot and in fact do not want to change that. You just want to alleviate or dispel those nightmares of personal unacceptability, which you also see reflected back to you at times from others. By spending time quietly within, you will come to a state of self-acceptance and peace which cannot be found in the world outside, where you are almost continuously experiencing and engaging in judgment and blame with and of others who are also fleeing their sense of shame, unworthiness, or unacceptability. And those senses are of course invalid, because you were created unchangeably perfect by God and therefore remain so. As unawakened humans living in and experiencing the dream nightmare of life in form, that does not seem to be the case. In this state your egos apparently rule supreme, and the stronger they appear to be, the more they seem to achieve materially in worldly success. And yet you are all aware of many who have fallen from grace and who are no longer celebrated or appreciated, but are instead despised. The more you seek outside yourselves for what lies only within, the more extreme will be your eventual disappointment. Living in the world of form, you are constantly presented with its apparent reality and with all the issues and problems of that state. Life seems to be a constant and ongoing struggle for survival and approval, but even those who have achieved fame and fortune still seek further approval, because egos have insatiable appetites that can never be satisfied. And of course, you do need to keep reminding yourselves that you are not your egos. You are divine beings, created perfect, like unto God, and forever unchanging. Your ego is like a self apart from yourself, the part that experiences fear and anxiety, and it is always attempting to alleviate it. When the ego is experiencing fear or anxiety, it is constantly judging, self or others, to assess if some words or actions need be used to express to others its brilliance or to protect it from attack, and in that state it is always expecting to be attacked. It is therefore very much on the alert, watching out for threats to its safety, and this is a very stressful and energy-draining way to live. However, when you are totally focused on an activity, hobby or pastime, which could be just thinking creatively without actual physical action, that you enjoy doing and in which you know you are competent, your ego is relaxed and non-judgmental. This is very similar to being in a meditative or contemplative state. That is why meditation and contemplation are so beneficial. In that relaxed state of self-acceptance, the ego is silent, enabling you to hear the voice for God, which is always with you, able and most willing to offer you help and guidance you need to maintain a sense of self-acceptance at all times. Self-acceptance is essential for your well-being. It is your natural state in which you have no need to seek approval from anyone, and in which you are able and intend to be only loving whatever arises. In that state you recognize that if someone attacks you, it is a very clear indication that that person is suffering and is engaging with you out of a sense of fear or inadequacy. Then, from your place of peace, you are able to silently offer compassion and love, the healing energy that will flow through you abundantly if you just allow it. Whereas your ego will judge and condemn anyone who attacks, thus encouraging conflict instead of peace, because it loves drama and attention of any kind. Daily periods spent quietly alone, free from the distractions with which your busy human lives are forever presenting you, are absolutely essential for your well-being, especially now as all the issues that have been ignored or denied by the human collective arise into your awareness, seemingly threatening your sanity and safety, and that need to be released. That is all that is needed: release. To spend lots of time attempting to uncover the reason for them, their source, is unnecessary and distracting. Just acknowledge whatever arises, thank it for coming into your awareness so that it can be released, and then release it lovingly, knowing that its purpose, which is now completed, has been part of your awakening process. As you release these issues, some of which may cause painful memories to arise, forgive them and forgive those who apparently caused them, including yourselves. Life as a human brings to you a series of lessons, some of which you see and learn, some of which you ignore or refuse, while others do not enter your awareness at all. They are all steps on your path home, your awakening to awareness of your oneness with God, and therefore with all sentient life. They are not intended to fill you with guilt or shame as you remember actions taken or words spoken that were not loving. Those were all part of the game of separation. Yes, they seemed very real, some of them still do, and they were often very painful. However, you no longer have any need of them because you have all chosen, even though you may presently be unaware of this, to awaken from the game, the dream, into reality, oneness, love. Here there is no judgment, guilt, blame, or requirement for restitution. There is only complete and utterly unconditional acceptance of each one of you by every other, as you recognize one another as the one beloved child of God. Just to remind you, there is only love. Love is real, and there is nothing beyond the infinite field of creation that is love, because it includes and embraces everything, and of course there is no beyond. You are loved way beyond your ability as humans to imagine or envision. Therefore relax in the certainty of your absolute and eternal perfection, worthiness, and lovableness, and know that you will know that you are one with and eternally inseparable from Source. Therefore rejoice and celebrate. With so very much love, Saul.